EADS and Nordex wanted to achieve predominantly a restructuring of their guarantee business, their guarantee facilities they maintained with their main banks. They wanted to achieve a common documentation, common terms and conditions on the one hand side, but wanted to avoid that they were dependent on one single fronting bank only. Their ideal solution would have been to standardize terms and conditions and documentation on the one hand side, but interact individually with each and every bank. Sounds like a pretty tricky problem to solve. However, there was a solution, and the solution was based on the technology of Global Trade Corporation, because the web-based platform at Global Trade allows us as a bank to act as a hosting service provider for the platform, allows us to add an additional service as a guarantee fee paying agent, but leaves the entire freedom, monitoring and control of all the individual guarantee facilities to EADS, to TACRAF, to Nordex and all the other companies that use at Global Trade as a guarantee management system.
The platform is used absolutely every day by all the guarantees, the people in charge of handling the guarantees for the group. We have about 40 people on a daily basis looking at the platform and applying to the banks. So what do? They access, first of all, I have to say they access very easily the platform on their computer, on laptop, from anywhere in the world, which I think is a very positive thing.
We had the challenge to get all the LCs electronically from the banks in Germany to Siemens, and so we find with Global Trade Corporation solution provider who can provide banks with a converter that we get the LCs electronically from banks.
Global Trade Corporation is a SWIFT partner, one of the key partners on the corporate side for trade finance. We have been developing new standards for traditional trade, addressing the needs of corporates for multi-banking solutions, and this is what Global Trade Corporation offers. The Trade for Corporates standards are offered through an envelope message, the MT798, that needs to be processed by the back office applications of banks. Global Trade Corporation's dynamic message converter is a solution, software solution, that banks can adopt to ease that implementation and speed up time to market.
We had information splits, as in most big holding companies, we had this information split in several parts, on several sheets throughout the group, and we decided to consolidate that into a single system, and really having that all reported into at Global Trade is really absolutely marvelous for us, because with very few buttons pushed, we report every quarter on our exposure to our management. I think this is really great.
Globally acting company like Daimler interacts with quite a number of banks, whether we as one of the major banks like it or not. It is a fact. So the value added is that we enabled Daimler, our customers, to receive any electronic information electronically, use it, digest it, incorporate it, combine it with their own ERP system and produce the documents that will then be clean without any risk that there are discrepancies and the like. And this is real seamless processing that avoids operational risks and enhances processes and brings value added.
Multi-bank technology is absolutely important for us, because otherwise you have so much internal problems to get a proper workflow. So a multi-bank platform is very important.
The multi-bank platform for us at EADS and the mother company of all these divisions, I would say the main objective is really to consolidate and monitor the whole business of issuing guarantees for the group. The consolidation aspect is really very important. It's very important because this is how we can calculate very precisely what our contingent liabilities are.
I know Global Trade Corporation more than 10 years, and Global Trade Corporation is for me a very innovative and very flexible company.
What would you say, what would you recommend for other companies who have not yet adopted such a tool? You're getting, as you say, phone calls many times, reference calls about GTC, about the process, about the platform. What advice would you give to other companies who have not yet adopted such a tool?
The advice would be that they feel about the benefit of consolidating the information of their company in a very thorough and complete way. I think that's the first thing. And also, I would say you should use the flexibility that is available on this platform, actually.